Hey guys, YouTuber Nerd here. And yeah, it's been like about like 4 weeks now since I have made a video. Yeah, sorry that I've been gone for so long. I basically now pretty much like missed the entire month of April. The last video I made was at the start of the month when I gave my thoughts on both nights of WrestleMania. So yeah, so I basically missed the entire month now. Yeah, now that it's only a few days left of April. So, yeah, gosh, I'm sorry that I've been gone for so long. It's just like I've been saying before, like just been like really busy with like work and stuff. Like just had a lot of stuff going on. So, yeah, just I've had like other things that have been going on that has really been like just keeping me like away from YouTube. So, yeah, so I do apologize that like it is like taking me so long, and I really haven't been making like a whole lot of videos for the last like pretty much ever since like the year started. Like I haven't even made like 30 videos yet this year. So yeah, so oh yeah, so I apologize that it's taking so long, but yeah, just I have a lot going on right now. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, in this video, what I decided to do is like I'm gonna be giving my thoughts on the 30th anniversary Power Rangers special, Once and Always. So yeah, so this special was released last week on Netflix. This was released on April 19th. Yeah, and yeah, and I did finally watch it a few days ago. So yeah, so figured like since I am like really into Power Rangers, like I've made like a bunch of Power Rangers videos before. Yeah, of course, like I really was like looking forward to this. So yeah, and yeah, and I figured I would talk about the special and give my thoughts on it. Yeah. So yeah, so when the trailer for this came out, like it did look pretty interesting, and I was really like looking forward to it coming out. Yeah, and yeah, and since it has been out, yeah, it has been getting some pretty good reviews. Like on Rotten Tomatoes, this special has a score of 87% on the tomato meter and an 88% audience score. So yeah, so people really are liking this special. Yeah. And yeah, and I gave it a watch a few days ago, and yeah, I liked it too. I did think that this was a pretty good special. Yeah, like this special, this really did like really feel like a very nostalgic for the series because of course like with it like including the Mighty Morphin team, like it really did have like a whole bunch of like nostalgic elements, and yeah, and it really did really was like really nice to really like see like all this like stuff from the Mighty Morphin series back. Like it really did have like a whole ton of stuff back from like the original Mighty Morphin series. Of course, like with it having like of course some a lot of the original actors back for the special. Like it was cool to see a lot of them back. Like in the special, of course, you had like David Yoss returning as Billy, Walter Jones returning as Zach, uh, Steve Cardenas returning as Rocky, Catherine Sutherland returning as Kat, and even you did have like a Johnny Young Bosch and Karen Ashley appearing in the special as Adam and Aisha. So yeah, so it was cool to really see like all of these like all like the actors all back reprising their roles as like the original characters. Yeah, it was really cool to see them back. Yeah. Yeah, of course, like it didn't have everybody in the special. Like, of course, there was no Austin St. John was not in the special as Jason. Amy Jo Johnson was not Kimberly in the special, and there was no Jason David Frank as Tommy. Yeah, and I before anybody says anything about his death, this special was actually filmed before his death. So yeah, so it would have been possible for him to appear in this, but yeah, he did not. So yeah, so that kind of did suck that there was no Tommy, Kimberly, or Jason in the special. So yeah, it kind of sucked that they weren't in it. But yeah, it was cool to see like the ones that were in it all back, especially since like some of them we haven't even seen for a very long time. Like yeah, Billy we haven't seen like since Zeo. So yeah, and even like Zach, we haven't even seen him back in Power Rangers since he originally did leave with Jason and Trini. So yeah, so it was really cool to see them back after all these years. Yeah, but even like us seeing Catherine Sutherland back as Kat and Steve Cardenas as Rocky, that was really cool as well. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, so it was really cool to like see a lot all of them back, yeah. And like I said, this really did have like a lot of very nostalgic elements to it. Like this special had a lot of things in it, um uh like we did like have like see like a new the like a new version of the command center in the special, and there was also another alpha in the special. And yeah, and the special also did have things the youth center was in this special, and you also had like the original dinosaurs back in the special, yeah. Yeah, and yeah, it really just really did have like a lot of things that were very nostalgic about the original Mighty Morphin series, and yeah, and they were all like back in the special. So yeah, so this really did like feel like very nostalgic for a lot of things, and yeah, I know a lot of people that really did watch the original Mighty Morphin Power Ranger series. Yeah, this really was did feel like very nostalgic for them. So yeah, so this special really did great at giving the nostalgic feel to it. Yeah. And as far as the story for this special, I do think that the story overall was pretty good too. What the story is for the special is that Rita has actually returned. Yeah, though yeah, it is like Rita does have like a robotic body in the special. Yeah, something that like when I first saw like Rita like having the robotic body, like I was kind of like making a joke saying that it looked like King Mondo in drag. You know? I just did kind of like see like Rita's robotic body as that. Really just seeing like it was King Mondo just as Rita. Yeah, and in the special, like it's explained that like how like Rita is back is because Billy was actually like trying to see if he could actually bring Zordon back, but like the but it ends up going wrong, and he ends up bringing back Rita through a robotic body that was apparently the evil particles that purged from uh, the original Rita from Zordon's Z waves, yeah. So yeah, so Rita is back in the special, yeah, yeah, and apparently there's the story with Rita in the special is that she is actually trying to capture all like a lot of the Power Rangers throughout the world, and she really is trying to really drain them from their energy that will make her powerful enough to actually take over the universe through a plan that she has. Yes. So yeah, and it is like a kind of like a creative with what it does. Like I won't really spoil it in case you haven't seen the special yet, but yeah, what it does, what her plan is, it is a pretty creative plan. Yeah. So yeah, so just a heads up, yeah, there are going to be some spoilers in here for the special if you haven't seen it yet. So yeah, you may not want to really watch a whole lot of this um a video if you haven't actually watched the special yet. But yeah, if you have seen the special, you do know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I won't totally spoil it for those who haven't seen it since it is still relatively new on Netflix. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. And yeah, and its opening battle is actually a really nice, and it really does kind of have a really nice way of kind of with it shows the original Mighty Morphin team are fighting the robotic Rita, which does include a Trini and Jason and everyone like that. Yeah. Oh yeah, they are in their ranger suits. We don't actually see them in civilian form, of course. Yeah. Yeah, and it really did do something really creative of a way of because Twee Trang, who did play Trini in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, like of course she's dead. She's been dead since 2001. Yeah. With her now being dead, they really did a very creative thing of having a Trini the way she obviously couldn't be in this special. They really did a creative thing of having Trini actually being killed off in the opening battle in this special. So yeah, it really did kind of feel very similar to what they did in the beginning of Black Panther Wakanda Forever with how they wrote T'Challa out. Yeah, it was kind of a similar thing they did with Trini in this special, and yeah, she gets killed off in the opening battle. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, this special also does show how Trini does have she does have a daughter, Min. Yeah, yeah. Then yeah, when with Trini dead, it shows that now Zach is now the legal guardian of Min. Yeah, and it shows how both Zach and Billy are all both trying to look after Min to make sure she is taken care of. Seeing as how Billy is feeling guilty about Trini's death because Trini actually did save Billy from an attack by Rita that did kill Trini in the opening battle of the special. Yeah. So yeah, it's showing how Billy is kind of feeling some guilt over the whole thing. Yeah, and then after they Zach and Min were ambushed by Rita and two of her monsters named Snizzard and Minotaur. The other rangers then were all there to fight them off, and then it showed then how Jason, Tommy, and Kimberly, look, they were all in their ranger forms. They were not civilian forms, so yeah, so we don't actually see them unmorph. But yeah, Jason, Kimberly, and Tommy is in his Green Ranger suit here. Yeah, they ended up being captured and they were imprisoned in a machine that could drain their energy. Yeah, yeah, and then then it's shown how Min does really have desire to get revenge on Rita, but Zach and Billy don't want her to get involved because they don't want her to suffer the same fate as Trini. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Then it's showing that they have now had a new command center that apparently is also Billy's tech headquarters, and there's a new Alpha there, Alpha 9. Yeah, and then they know that they had to try to stop Rita, so then this Alpha then initiated the Bandor Protocol, which summoned all the Power Ranger teams throughout the universe. And then it also ended up summoning Cat and Rocky to the command center. Yeah, yeah, and yeah. Then, despite the fact that like uh, Kimberly and Jason still did have their power coins, and it was through the Dino power. They once again did establish that too much energy could be dangerous, like it was established in the original Mighty Morphin series. Yeah, but it showed that Alpha had made other new, some other power coins that contained the Dino power, so uh, Cat and Rocky could use the Dino power as well. Yeah, and then and like I said, there's also been appearances by Adam and Aisha, showing how they are a more some like a are a part of some space crew or something. Thing, yeah. And yeah, they show they would be hours away from actually reaching Earth, yeah. So then Zach, Billy, Cat, and Rocky then all teamed up to try to uh fight Rita and defeat their monsters and try to save the others. Yeah, yeah. And then we had this a they had the morphing sequence, which was how it was in the original Mighty Morphin series. Oh yeah, they kind of they had it redone. They gave it a different look, though it wasn't really the revamped morph that Adam had in the Once a Ranger special from Operation Overdrive. It wasn't that it really was the original morph, though they kind of redid it in a way. Yeah, if you have seen the special, you do know what I'm talking about. But yeah, yeah, they kind of like a have redone it in a way. Yeah, yeah, and then then it showed then how like Min just had so much desire for revenge on Rita. She then took a Trini's morpher and set out. Yeah, then it showed how she was surrounded by some of the monsters, and she tried to use the morpher at a couple of points in the special, but she just was unable to morph. So yeah, so Yeah, and it was like later on like established that apparently like to get the power like you had to like be worthy of it or something. Like they kind of like gave it like that sort of a twist in the special where like you had to be like prove yourself worthy to receive the powers or something. Yeah, they kind of like have given it like that sort of twist. It's not really like something where just like you like have possession of the coin and you're able to morph like and take on the powers. Like yeah, they don't do it like that. They do like give it like a twist that yet you got to become worthy to take on the powers or something like that. Yeah, then it is like eventually like then established that apparently like a Snizzard and Minotaur how like are able to track the Rangers all over the universe while they are morphed. So then as a result of this, like Billy, Zach, Rocky, and a cat all morph and fall back. Yeah. Then eventually like as Min was at the youth center, like once again trying to morph while it was under attack. She was like able to hold her own briefly, but then was overpowered after she was unable to use the morpher. Yeah. Then when Zach and Rocky then arrived to like save Min, they brought her back to the command center, and then like like then like Zach and Billy then were just like really having like a conversation with Mindy. Well, it was really only Zach having a heart to heart conversation, telling her that telling her like what Billy was trying to accomplish. Yeah, then like later on then like as like they were trying to get Snizzar and Mintar out of the way, like they like lured them to a junkyard and like placed them like on a giant electromagnet to get them out of the way. Yeah. Then they then like use like some cloaking devices that Billy made to make them invisible, so they would be able to infiltrate Rita's new moon palace on the like on the moon, similar to like her the old palace in the original Mighty Morphin series. Yeah, using like spaceships that were provided by Adam and Aisha. But then like as they set out, like it showed that Min also grabbed another device and also like took Trini's morpher with her and escaped the command center. Then it showed like how she commandeered like the rad bug, which was like the flying one of Billy's flying cars, similar to like the one that we saw like in the original Mighty Morphin series. Like it was like the one that they used to like fly to the command center in the Green with Evil series while the teleportation was down. Yeah. Then she eventually ended up being captured and abducted by Rita, and then brought back to her moon palace. Then when the Rangers then got to the palace, it showed that like there were like various Rangers that were captured, along with Tommy, Kimberly, and Jason. Like remember, like it showed like Ashley in her space powers, like she was like captured, and it showed like some like I think also like Merrick, the Lunar Ranger from Wild Force, was there, and there were like some other Rangers that were captured as well. Yeah, I think like Dino Thunder Rangers were captured and some others as well. Yeah, and then yeah, then Rita and her monsters then arrived with Min, and she was revealing her plan, and yeah, like I said, I won't like totally like spoil her plan, but yeah, like 'cause she then like revealed like what really her plan was. But then as Rita then was like trying to uh you use her wand to like go after Billy again, like what she was doing. Like Min then got in the way and saved Billy from the shot of Rita's wand. It seemed that like she did suffer the same fate as Trini, but then it showed then like how Trini's morpher started to glow, and then it showed that like the Yellow then was like starting to take up Min's body, kind of like infusing the power into her, or showing that, and then it was revealed that she survived. So yeah, so like I said, it really is like kind of like showing how like she was like becoming worthy of taking on the powers. Yeah. So then yeah, then the Rangers then all morphed, and then it showed like how Min had like the Yellow Ranger powers now. Yeah. So we had the sequence of all five Rangers morphing. Yeah. Then yeah, then the Rangers then fought Rita, Snizzard, and Minotaur. Yeah. Yeah, then like Rita used her magic wand to make Snizzard grow. Yeah. Oh yeah. Then Billy then impaled Rita with the power lance. Yeah, we actually did see like the weapons back, like the power axe, the power bow, the power daggers, the power lance, and the power sword. Yeah, we saw all those back. Yeah, though they didn't actually form the power blaster here. So yeah, yeah. So that was kind of like something that they didn't do. Yeah, and yeah. Then we then like saw like all the dinosaurs all teleport to the moon, and then yeah, then they formed the Megazord and took on Snizzard. Yeah, yeah, this is admittedly like one of my gripes with the episode because the CG with the Zords, it honestly looks pretty bad. Like it really just looks like we're watching a video game. It doesn't look how it did in the original series. Like it really is just like all CG, and it really just looks like a video game to be honest. Yeah. So yeah, so the CG on the Zords is like one of the cons of the special. Yeah, but then yeah, then they eventually were able to defeat Snizzard and Minotaur. Yeah. Then yeah, then Billy and Min, and then like well yeah, all the Rangers then were able to get in the Megazord, and then as Rita then was attempting to carry out her plan, when a scissor was destroyed, the machine that was holding the Rangers captive was it was destroyed, and the Rangers were all released, and then they then all the Rangers then like teleported back to the palace, and then and finished Rita off for good. Yeah. So yeah, Rita was defeated. Yeah. Then yeah, then it showed then how Adam and Aisha then were in the command center with the other Rangers, and then they were explaining how all the they would all the Rangers that were captured and were freed, they would have to go to Aquitar to be healed up before returning home. Yeah. And yeah, then it ended with a scene with Billy, Zach, and Min at the juice bar, celebrating their victory. And yeah, and Billy really was like a like a Min gave a Billy her morph or something, and then Billy was looking at it and seeing how there could be possibilities of him possibly bringing back Zordon. Yeah, then yeah, it just showed how they were reminiscing about their past adventures. Yeah, then yeah, and I did actually like how it ended. It ended showing the clip from my that episode of Mighty Morphin where Kimberly and Zach were singing a song for that song for Tommy and Jason and everyone. Yeah, and then yeah, it actually did have a dedication for both Twee Trang and Jason David Frank, saying in loving memory, and actually had the words "Once a Ranger, always a Ranger" on there. Yeah, and then yeah, then after that, then if it really ended show with kind of having this montage making it look like the original opening of the show with the cast of Rangers and the special. So yeah, so that was pretty cool to see. Yeah, and then that's how it ended. So yeah, so overall, I really did like this special. It really did feel very nostalgic. It was really nice to see all the original Mighty, a lot of the original Mighty Morphin cast back. Yeah, it really would have been great to see Tommy, Kimberly, and Jason in the special physically, but yeah, but they weren't in it, and it was due to personal reasons for them. They really were not interested, and yeah, they're some other stuff that was going on with them. So yeah, but it was cool to see the ones that were in it. It was nice to see David Yoss's Billy back after all these years, and Walter Jones' Zach. Ken, yeah, and it was good to see like Rocky, Cat, and even Adam and Aisha. It was nice to see them, even if they had like very brief roles in this special. Yeah, and it really just had like a lot of a whole bunch of nostalgic segments, well, nostalgic element in the special. So it was nice to see. Like there were some cons to it, like I said, such as like the bad CGI with the Zords and everything. So it did have some cons, but yeah, it still was like a really nice, cool special, and and like I said, it really did feel like very nostalgic. So yeah, if you are like a fans of Power Rangers, like if especially if you did watch like if you did watch Mighty Morphin, yeah, I definitely do recommend this. Like you'll feel very nostalgic watching this, and yeah, and it does tell a pretty good story. So it is definitely worth watching for the fans of Mighty Morphin. All right. So I guess that's the best way I can put it. All right. So I guess that's all I really have to say about it. All right. So those are my thoughts on the once and always 30th anniversary Power Ranger special. So check it out if you haven't seen it. Yeah. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed what I had to say about the special. And yeah, like I said, there are only like a couple more days of April left. And before April ends, like I do want to make a retro backlash review once again, especially since backlash is coming up in just like a little over a week now. I probably will make a retro backlash review tomorrow. And of course I also do, like with May approaching, as usual, as I do every year, I do have something planned once again for the month of May. So after I make the backlash review, I will like announce what I'll be doing this year for May. So that's going to be coming up next. So stay tuned for like my retro backlash review coming up next, and then I'll announce what I'm doing this year for May. All right, but I hope you guys did enjoy what I had to say about the 30th anniversary Once and Always Power Ranger special. All right, so hope you guys did enjoy this video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.